Hey, what is up guys? Massive here, back to do another video, and today I've got an awesome game on Hampstead Gardens. This is the Green Zero map, the GDI map, of course, because Green Zero is known for his GDI play, and of course his map design is biased towards GDI. No, just kidding, it's actually a scrin map because the bottom and top spike in the corners can easily have the engineer sniped by a buzzer. Sadly, but that is somewhat of a map flaw. It may get patched in the future, but I'm a bit busy at this time to patch this map. So you just have to, look out for those buzzers and make sure you don't lose the squad. But if you do have a buzzer camping that spike, then you want to be building an APC or a buggy. Otherwise, there is no other way to kill that there. It's going to be a GDI mirror nonetheless. I'm going to be ZOCOM, my opponent will be GDI. This is a pretty interesting game, to say the least, and it will give a bit of insight into this particular matchup. Yes, ZOCOM don't have Juggernauts or artillery, but GDI don't also get ceramic armor, firehawks, and you can almost guarantee control over the skies with ZOCOM if you opt for those firehawks. There's an EMP in the center to capture, but no one takes it early on. Most players opt for standard eco play. I'm not known for my standard eco play, but in this particular game here, I'm just going to queue up some harvesters. This is what you should be doing. If you are scouting your opponent and you know there's no rush coming, if there's no rush coming, there's no need for you to build any units. I see a lot of beginner players build units on one harvester, one refinery, when there's simply no need for that. Why would you build units if you don't know what's coming? You may be building the wrong units. So it's important to build those early game riflemen, which you can acquire from training from a barracks or selling from watchtowers, which is called drafting. It's a term seldom heard in RTS, but in Kane Draft C&C3 it is a thing, and what you do is you sell off a watchtower and you can get the same rifleman squad as you do get from a barracks, but it's better because you can spawn it anywhere around your build radius, so it can get to your opponent a bit sooner. Plus, you don't have to keep your barracks around. Ideally, you want to sell your barracks as soon as possible, so you can get that discounted rifleman. It's $250 from that barracks when sold off. It's a little bit weird, but I like it, and it was even more insane in earlier patches. I think in the base game you could get things like shadow teams from selling a secret shrine off. That was absolutely insane. So shadow team rushes were just broken back then. They're pretty decent nowadays, actually. Kane Draft has faster shadow teams compared to Tyrone War, so the APC can't chase it. It works best versus GDI factions, but it requires a significant amount of damage to pay that rush off. Most of the time it's not worth it. So I see that I don't know what I don't know if I'm going to be attacked by something, so I'm building these missiles just in case. I've got 4 APCs. I see no expansion. This it's concerning me. Alarm bells are ringing because I've also been delaying my expansion, but there we see orcas, and unfortunately I missed them completely, so 3 of my harvesters will be going down here, unfortunately. So yeah, Bleak is doing really well, gets away with 3 of his orcas. Of course, he's a Red Alert 3 player. He has really good micro. In fact, I heard he's one of the best Red Alert 3 players. It's good to see him branch out and play other games, something I should definitely do myself, but it's simply too much of a time investment for me at this present time to get fully invested into another RTS. I see that Stormgate open beta has released, but it doesn't really look all that good to me. The art style isn't particularly great. I know that's maybe I'm nitpicking a bit too much, but I do like to see decent graphics now, and that game does not offer it for me. Plus it looks too much like a StarCraft 2 clone, if I'm honest. Like, if someone told me that China had made a StarCraft 2 clone, I would believe it was that one. If I had not known any other information. But yeah, that's just what I think and what a few other people I've talked to from the C&C community think as well. But it is early days for that, but still the units and the scale of the units, I don't know. It may appeal more to Warcraft fans as it instead of C&C fans like myself. Orca's coming back for another raid. Look at that micro, by the way. Kills the harvester, only loses one Orca. And I was like, wow, is this a competition? I've got competition here for individual unit control. So at this present time, I was thinking to myself, well, I'm going to show him what micro looks like. I'm going to build some ZOCOM Orcas. I did have to pause my microphone recording, so if I sound different, it's because I have just gone back to resume the recording. That's kind of the cool thing about not doing live commentaries. Anyways, I got these ZOCOM Orcas, and I'm going to show him what micro is. Look at this. Splitting 2 ZOCOM Orcas off using 2 singular sonic grenade shells. No overkilling, guys, not even by a little bit. And look how much you can leverage from these ZOCOM Orcas. The mileage on ZOCOM Orcas differs massively depending on your unit control, your micro. And they're going to go back to base, not pay for it with a single one of their lives, because they do have that ceramic armor, which gives them a plus 30% increase to the armor that they have, which is very nice for that particular unit. Orcas will take a swipe at my Predator tanks. 2 full. They were able to get in before my Bloodhounds spawn. That was a good use of Bloodhounds for me. That's going to make it so my third expansion is going to be defended against those Orcas when they sweep in once again. I see the refinery of mine is pretty badly damaged. I should probably NG repair that. But considering the amount of income on that field, on my second type of field, it's probably not worth it, all things considered. You're going to get $700 for selling it. Nice Orca Strike does hit 2 of those harvesters. Phoenix in my Discord telling me how OP motherships are on Red Zone Rampage, and you know what, I concur. I absolutely concur. All you do is you just make a mothership, and what can they do about it? The game's over. Multi-monitor life, what can I say? I can just look over there and see people chat to me while I commentate over this match. Marv is out, and that is a big problem actually, because I don't have anything to counter. I'm not on tier 3 and this Marv is just pushing in. What the hell do I do here? I've got like 2 AA batteries. What's that going to do versus an army of pitbulls and a freaking Marv? Not very much. I'm going to build an armory and upgrade the EMP grenades before my Tiber infill. So usually you want the latter first, but in this particular instance, I'm in deep trouble. So I'm going to upgrade that as soon as possible. Get that freaking EMP grenades upgrade online so I can lock down this Marv. That was a bit of a mistake from me. A bit of a misclick. I may pay dearly. And because I can't afford to waste the time in going to my base to rearm, I'm going to build this combat support airfield. It takes 5 seconds. And these ZOCOM Orcas will be able to land on there and rearm and get to this Marv as quicker than if I were to reload in my main base on those airfields. Of course, in R21, you can see the rotating animated antenna on that combat support airfield, nor does it desync the game anymore. That was fixed ages ago, to be fair. They're pretty good at structures nowadays because they have the same health as the regular airfield, so I kind of encourage you guys to build them. They actually do what the developers intended for them. I don't know what they were thinking when they gave them like 500 health. They just had to sneeze on it and it would probably blow up. That's just how bad it was. And then at the same time they were like, yeah, let's make the double A of Skrin 500% better with the upgrade. Oh, Purifying Flame, 550% more damage. Yes, that's totally balanced. So they were highly conservative with some changes, and then others they just were like, yeah, screw it. We're going to make an awesome trailer with this unit on aggressive stance, just killing this base in 2 seconds. I gotta admit, I mean, it's a good strategy, but they didn't revert it for the final release. ZOCOM Orcas, though, going to be back out for another round. 6 of them, man. And yeah, the problem now is he's got Firehawks out. Firehawks kill ZOCOM walkers. I'm stating the obvious, but I don't really have anything to kill his Firehawks. I am on tier 3, so I can build my own Firehawks at this point, which is really what I should do at this point, because I do have that atomic armor. But I'm going to be up against this army. I've got infantry, Shatterer tanks, though they may be no more. Rest in peace. We did see some Shatterers represented though, which was good to see. I like seeing all the units in the game. This is why I've been liking Kane's off a lot more lately. These community patches have made this game like this. More about unit compositions, less about spamming one unit and winning, like building Mecha Please only, or building Bike Buggy only. Technically that's 2 units, but I guess you could count it as the one, because one supports the other. Pitbull Army coming to my base. I am screwed. I have any amount of tank, no Sonic Emitter. The Sonic Emitter is halfway done, but I need something right now, and I need it to kill these Pitbulls. So I summon in the Zone Raider drop pod, and all of these Zone Raiders, you just go ham on these Pitbulls. Look at those Zone Raiders, man. 4 freaking Zone Raiders. If you count the cell of the tier 4, destroying, just obliterating those Pitbulls. No mortars on those Pitbulls. Imagine if they had those, they probably would have killed 1 squad, but aside from that, not really the ideal counter to a bunch of Zone Raiders. But that's the good thing about the drop pod. You can build Zone Troopers when your opponent has no anti-infantry. You can just summon in those Zone Troopers or Zone Raiders and do a lot of damage. Now you need the upgrade, you need power packs, because I'm actually going to showcase that game after this. I'm not going to provide dubbed commentary, but I might just include that game, because holy crap, Zone Troopers without the upgrade. You will see what I'm talking about. It's a mandatory upgrade. Anyway, round 2 of attacks coming in, and I've got Mammoth tanks this time. Bring in the big guns. We got those Mammoth tanks, but against Rail Mammoth tanks, yeah, I don't think so. But I was thinking maybe he's not going to go Rail Mammoths, maybe he'll go Juggernauts instead. I was hoping that that would be the case, because I had those ZOCOM walkers, but he built the Firehawks, and all he needs really at this point is to build anti-infantry. But I got a heroic Zone Raider. Heroic Zone Raider squad, man. That is crazy. Look at the damage on that. And Hammerhead comes in, and you know what? Zone Raiders have another ability, and they can shoot down enemy aircraft with their shoulder-mounted rocket pods, and that is just a cool addition. I loved the additions they made in Kane's draft. They had some really talented individuals coming up with those concept arts and gameplay ideas. Whoever was responsible for the design of this game, definitely, but I obviously it's more than one individual, but the team who made this game, I wish they went on to make more, but sadly it did not come to be. I built sniper teams, not from the support part, I just anticipated he would build them, because I was looking at his army and I was thinking, how is he going to counter this? He's not got much options really. He has to go sniper teams of one kind. He didn't put any in his Marv. If he had anticipated mass Zone Raider, I think one sniper team in a Marv would be really good against a swarm of Zone Raiders. Now, since when do you see a swarm of Zone Raiders? Really not too often. And now the point of contention is that top right field. Green Zero is like, Leaf, when are you sending me that game on Hampstead guns that's really cool to watch? Sadly he's not here to cast it, but I'm going to be here for you guys to cast this game. I always cast my replays because mine are the best. No, just kidding, guys. I don't want to brag. Everyone's replay is awesome. That was just a joke, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna start refilling the dead squad members on these Zone Raiders, and I'm gonna do a trick here where I waypoint in and out of that armory. It replenishes the dead squad members on the Zone Raiders while not healing them up. Why is that good? Well, the Power Packs upgrade can provide healing to the Zone Raiders when idle, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to combo that little trick there with the Power Packs, which do heal a little bit faster in 1.02 plus. Did that in like R19, but it's a little bit faster than it was. It was dead slow before. You wouldn't even have noticed it healing up. They only heal out of combat though, so if your Zone Raiders are in action, they're not going to heal whilst in that fight, which would be like a heroic unit. That's not the case. I got the Slingshots. I didn't opt for the Firehawks. I'm banking on Slingshots because I really need anti-air at all times against these hammerheads. I don't really care so much about the firehawks of this. I care more about the hammerheads, so I'd rather try and hit 2 birds with 1 stone. Ideally kill the unupgraded firehawks with the slingshots. By unupgraded I mean it doesn't have ceramic armor. So I'm trying to hunt them down. Slingshots in the game files are known as the AA Scout. AA Scout is what they are called in the game files. And that is precisely what this unit is going to become now, since there's not much to do. I'm just going to use the super high mobility of this vehicle to scout for me. It has more health than a Pitbull, so the health to speed ratio is pretty good on this. I like it more than the Mantis. The Mantis has insane DPS, more than the stealth tank, even with tip core, but it's dead slow. But it works very well with Scorpions. If you can, because both are reasonably slow units. I know Scorpions are a tank, but for a tank it's a quick unit. But against aircraft, you want something with the speed of a slingshot, ideally. Unless your opponent has to kill some high-value target, like a flame tank, in which case the hammerheads can't retreat. They have to deal with that flame tank. So the Mantis then can just use its superior DPS to win at that fight against hammerheads. That's really faction design. GDI's slingshots are to keep up with their infantry army, whereas the Blackhand Mantis are more for supporting flame tank and flame harasses, because that will force the enemy to engage with their aircraft, because since it's obviously the quickest thing to respond to a flame tank when they're out of position, so bringing on a Mantis or 2 is really good. I summon in the skill support power here at Supersonic Airstrike, which I did make $2,500 in an update. I think it was R20, and I don't think anybody would argue over that. In fact, when I suggested it, no one really argued. They said yeah, because it's just lame. $2,500. It's worth $2,500. Still, how much did I kill there? 5 hammerheads for $2,500 support power. It's still pretty awesome, right? Could have got the EMP by now, but this is a pretty low eco game. We're both scraping the bottom of the barrel, but I have more Tybrim, I think, on my main field. He's been taking my tip field, which is a little unfortunate. I'm using these slingshots to scout around the back, see if I can catch these firehawks anywhere. Hoping he bombs me and then doesn't see the slingshots and flies into them, because they have tungsten shells. They can kill firehawks incredibly quickly. All I need to do is just kill 1 of the firehawks, and that will limit his ability to bomb my refineries. And it won't work anyways, because I have the fences, though he can purchase the hardpoints upgrade, which is now only a $2,000 upgrade, and increase his ammo capacity on the firehawks by 50%. That will allow him to even kill refineries with a fence. So it's a worthwhile upgrade for GDI. Even versus ceramic armor firehawks, you want to get the hardpoints just to even it out a little bit more, because that extra couple missiles from the remainder of your firehawks after he kills yours is going to allow you to inflict some casualties on those supremely armored ZOCOM equivalents. So both of us are using the combat support airfields, which is wonderful to see, and this is exactly the situation I was hoping for. The slingshots find the firehawk, and there's a couple of harvests there which are not harvesting. Not harvesting because he's going to let the Tiberian field regrow, which is a very smart move. So here it's all about every single unit, and I'm preparing an army to engage those units. I'm building up a bunch of infantry forces, because ZOCOM, they can't really engage with aircraft at this point, specifically ZOCOM walkers. Their time has passed. Though I would have transitioned to them if I had saw a couple of juggernauts. So I really adapted to what my opponent was doing. Here we got another big engagement. I used well, I didn't use a split. I just split manually with my army so I don't get crushed by the shockwave and the orbital bombardment. Not sure if he used a shockwave there, but I dodged that support power mostly. There's a couple of sniper teams probably in those APCs. That's pretty intimidating. I'm going to have to summon in some more reinforcements. I'm bringing some funds from those Tiberian fields, which I have let regrow. And I decide, you know what, this is not a good idea. Let's just wait a second and use my own orbital strike. This is not to kill the APCs. This is rather to kill the sniper teams, because those are the units I am most concerned about. As shockwave artillery for him comes in, I jump jet away from that. It was a very messy jump jet. Usually I like to be more precise, but I needed to dodge that, because if I had not, it would have been game over right there and then. I look at his army, he's got a huge amount of units, and those APCs are still alive. He's got that Marv alive, probably a sniper or two as well. So this is not looking good for me. But I feel like this huge army of mine is still fine. A couple more EMP squads and I can kill those APCs. One thing he can probably do along with this force is to bring along an MCV, because now these Mav tanks, once they lose the sniper support, are going to be in some deep trouble. That garrison over on the left hand side doing a lot of work for me, and now I'm summoning in the ZOCOM Orca Strike, and APC's going to be facing off against these Zone Raiders, but I simply just have way too many Zone Raiders, and these Mav tanks have no way to react to this. They won't even be able to retreat. The best they can do is go in for the crush, and that's not going to do anything against these Zone Raiders, man. I do a panic scanner move so that ZOCOM strike doesn't, that Orca Strike doesn't crush me. But yeah, that was pretty crazy there. All those Zone Raiders doing tons of DPS on these GDI vehicles. More APCs rocking up to the fight, and if you guys are ever wondering how to face off against GDI as ZOCOM, you're seeing it here. But you got to make sure you have ample support for your Zone Raiders, and because Hammerheads are the obvious choice that your opponent will go with, or the sniper team. So if he's building both, go for a bunch of sniper teams of your own and a couple slingshots with tungsten shells. That would be the ideal counter. Now I see a lot of these Zone Raiders that are really wounded. What we're going to do? Send him into battle? I don't think so. We're going to build a couple armories. We're not going to build just one, we're going to build two, because we have so many squads that have like one member left. Why should I let them die? Let's just replenish these squad members like we did earlier in this match. Recycle these Zone Raiders. I've got triple armory. So here we see I am quickly putting these in and out, and that's going to give my army a tremendous boost, because now I'm getting so many of these Zone Raiders back. Those armories did so much for me there. That was a big play, this triple armory. And that is something you rarely see. And I'm going to summon in sniper teams because I know my opponent can't go slingshots. He can't go APCs, he can't go hammerheads if I've got slingshots. What's he going to do? Probably, if I were to guess, he's going to build some sniper teams. So I built them now, and my own hammerhead, just because I know there's probably going to be a sniper team that's in the back there, which I can't quite reach. But I'm thinking like my opponent. And obviously versus GDI, I have no artillery or means to siege his base efficiently. It's very difficult as ZOCOM, but Zone Raiders, man, when controlled properly, are amazing. And I've also brought along a couple Grenadier squads, which I can use to lock down some of those forces. Watchtowers, APCs, or the Marv if needs be. And I didn't even purchase the scanner packs upgrade earlier. I had the power packs, which is obviously necessary if you have Zone Raiders outside of garrisons. And I'll probably get a comment saying, why are the Zone Raiders not inside of hammerheads? Well, I believe it's just better to be outside, because your opponent will already have had the tungsten shell upgrade. And I think aircraft at that point are just too flimsy, too easy to counter, whereas this force of infantry, it's just way more difficult. Sure, watchtowers can be a thing, but not when you can EMP them with grenades. And that's a lot easier to deal with than AA batteries, which have 7,000 health. Watchtowers like have less than half that amount. And I think the APCs are very easy to counter once you have a massive Zone Raiders. It's like having a massive planetary assault carriers. You just can't really lose many of them. And look at those APCs fail. I don't think I lost a single Zone Raider in that engagement. The Zone Raiders just do not care at this point, and I'm moving forward. I have an overwhelming amount of forces. Even these APCs, which you probably had like 15 to 20 of before, are just melting. All of them completely getting shut down. There's even APR and watchtowers in the back, but that's not doing a whole lot. The War Factory full, sniper teams moving forward. He may have had 1 or 2 of his own, but I sniped them with my own sniper teams. Watchtowers being dropped, but the second they're being dropped, they're being destroyed by the immense damage on these units, and the Marv goes into heavy damage state, and that's going to be the end of the Marv super quick. There's so much DPS there, and we see a second heroic Zone Raiders. So yeah, these Zone Raiders really powerful in GI mirrors, and I think that was an awesome showcase of Zone Raiders. Now my opponent, of course, he should have made a second MCV. Yes, I should have made some Firehawks to kill his Firehawks, gained air superiority, and then went ZOCOM Walkers and made my own map. But I think it was a great showcase nonetheless of Zone Raiders and what you can achieve with a swarm and a massive Zone Raiders. You didn't see them too often, and that game was a perfect example of what you can expect when they are controlled well. Anyways guys, thank you very much for watching this game. I hope you all enjoyed the latest update, R21F. I'm out of date, R21H. I should really rebrand it to R22, but I didn't have the time to change all my splash images and get CGF to update command post for it to say R22 on the home page. I just kept it with a letter update. Anyways guys, and I would also like to end this by saying a big thank you to my Patreon supporters who have kept this going, my patches going. This game has been improved immensely thanks to support of you guys. I can't stress this enough, but yeah, thanks a lot. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next video. This is me, Master Leaf. Peace out.
Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Construction complete. New construction options.
Squad
Training.
ready.
Building.
I got their codes.
Construction complete. Structure sold. Building.
I got their codes. I got all I need. Am I
Construction
covered?
complete.
Ground support. It's all ready. Engineer reporting in. Reporting in. Move out. Rifle squad.
Structure
Reporting
sold.
in. Securing area. Reporting in. Riflemen, move out.
Building
Let's go to
captured.
work.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Harvesting operation. Keep your weapon ready. Reporting in. Ground support. Reporting in. Yes, sir. Roger out. Keep your
Building
weapon ready.
captured.
Rifle squad. Reporting in.
Enemy
Rifle
unit
squad.
sighted. Cannot deploy here.
Squad
Enemy
ready.
base sighted.
Securing area.
Our base is under attack. Construction complete. Building.
Rifle
Building
squad.
online.
Riflemen, move out. Ground support. Understood.
Okay,
Keep your weapon ready.
he stuck a fox on the boots. That's pretty smart.
Yes, sir. Let's get to that tip zone. You heard him. Ground support. This way, rifle squad.
Training.
Squad ready.
On
Rifle
hold.
squad. Move out.
Our base is under attack. Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Everything's set.
Building
Ground support.
Building
Yes, sir.
online. Insufficient
Squad ready.
funds. Building
Keep your weapon
online.
ready. Roger out.
Construction complete. Building. Building online.
Harvesting up. Yes, sir. Sandbag. Center up.
Construction complete.
Rifle squad. Reporting in. Construction vehicle ready to roll.
Unit under
Ground
attack.
support.
Structure sold.
Let's get to that tip zone.
New construction options. Building. Our base is under attack.
Nothing come out of there.
On hold. Cancel. Training.
Okay, here we go.
Construction complete. Our base is under attack. Building.
We hear you. Heading out. Rifle
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Training. Insufficient funds.
Targeting enemy. Squad ready.
Building.
Harvesting operations. Assault in progress. Area
Construction
confirmed.
complete. Construction
Have
complete.
contact.
New construction options.
Rifle squad. Securing area.
Building. Our base is under attack. Structure sold. Training.
Ground support. We hear you. Missile squad ready for combat. Rifle squad. Riflemen ready for combat.
Unit
Missile
under
squad
attack.
ready for
Unit
combat.
lost. Tiberium exposure detected.
Hold your ground, soldiers! Yes, sir. Ready for combat. Ready.
Construction complete. Building.
Predator ready for combat. Squad ready for combat.
Building online. Structure sold. Construction complete. Building.
ready for combat.
Unit under
LC in sight.
attack. On hold. Upgrade
Careful with
complete.
this stuff. Reload, reload! Let's make this quick. Yes, sir. Coming in clear. Let's hit him.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Let's get to that. 85. Loaded and ready.
Tiberium exposure detected. Training.
Crew ready to roll.
Personnel carrier.
We hear you. Area confirmed.
Ready when you are, carrier.
Stay focused. Ready to roll.
Select target.
Predator ready for battle. And now, area confirmed.
Upgrade
by.
complete.
Confirmed.
Unit under attack. Harvester under attack. On hold. Cancel.
We hear you.
Training. Building. Unit lost. Structure sold.
Predator. Predator ready for battle.
Construction
We
complete.
have their position.
Building.
Predator rolling out. Clear for engagement. Predator ready for battle.
Construction complete. Building. New construction options.
Careful with your stuff. Predator.
Structure
Predator
sold.
ready for battle. Predator rolling out.
Unit promoted. Unit under attack.
Predator. Predator crew ready to roll.
Training.
Standing by.
On hold. Cancel. Building.
Reload, reload. Standing by. Predator crew ready to roll.
Tiberium exposure detected. Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Select target.
Aye. Loaded and ready. That's right.
Construction
We got
complete.
this one. Let's get over there. Sit tight.
Building.
Hey,
Unit under attack. Unit promoted.
we got it. What do you need?
Upgrade
We
complete.
hear you. Let's go, trooper.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy.
En route to Riding coordinates.
Construction options. Unit lost. Building.
the line! This way, Rifle Squad.
Ox transport, what do you need?
We hear you. Firm. What do you have?
Transport reporting in.
Cancel.
Count on us. Looking clear. Destination set. Keep an eye out for those SAMs.
Vehicle ready to roll. What's your call? Get a load of this.
Tiberium exposure detected.
Let's do it.
Select target.
What do you need? Time to go. What do you have? Yep. That's good.
New construction options.
Ready here.
Unit under
ready.
attack.
Pay attention. Predator.
Harvester under attack. Harvester under attack. Select target. Harvester lost. Select target.
What do you have? In the field. I'll check it out. Let's get to the front.
Select target. Construction complete. Building. On hold. Cancel. Training. Building. Cancel.
Hit him! Right away.
Call. Move.
Construction complete. Unit under attack.
Predator rolling out. What do you have? That's right. We got this. Structure vehicle ready to roll.
Select target.
Approaching drop zone.
Get a load of this. Predator got this. Shut this party down. Got it.
Harvesting operations.
Rolling out. We'll take care of this mammoth tank.
Tiberium exposure detected. Unit under attack.
Steady! Mammoth tank ready. Troopers in the field. Predator rolling out. What's the call? Let's get over there. In the field.
ABC, what's the plan?
Tiberium field depleted. Unit
What do you
lost.
have? Listen up, missile squad. Rolling out. Construction.
Commander? Park it there. ABC stand by.
MCV
New
unit.
construction options. Building. On hold. Cancel.
Mammoth tank
Building.
Ready when you are.
What do you have?
ABC, what's the plan?
Right. What do you have? Ready here.
Construction
Taking it there.
complete.
Harvesting operations.
Mammoth
ABC
tank.
standing by.
Harvester under attack.
Hatch sealed.
Predator. Let's get to the front.
Upgrade complete. Unit
Mammoth
under
tank
attack.
Personnel carrier.
Keep it safe.
In transit.
Let's get to the front.
Insufficient funds.
Target confirmed.
On hold. Cancelled.
Ready here.
Let's make this quick.
Construction
Hit him!
complete.
Hit him!
Here.
Let's make this quick.
Take that.
We have have contact, sir.
Building. Training.
Hit him. Hit him. Stay on him. We
Our
have
base is
contact,
under
sir.
attack. Structure
Hit him.
sold.
Hit him.
Construction complete. Harvester under attack. Building.
Stay on him.
Unit lost.
Take him
Unit
out.
under attack.
We have contact, sir.
Construction complete.
Personnel carrier. Stay on him. Hang on. Ready when you are. Commander?
Here, want some more?
ABC standing by.
New construction options. Training. Building.
Commander?
That's right.
Unit promoted.
Squad ready for combat.
Personnel carrier.
We got combat.
Construction complete. Our base is under attack. Typhoon exposure detected. Unit under attack.
We got this handle coming. We got this handle. Missile squad ready for combat. Take that. Missile squad ready for
Harvester under attack.
Fuck. Hell. Oh my god. Oh, what the fuck?
ABC, what's the plan?
What the fuck? That fucking thing didn't work.
Unit lost. Our base is under attack. Structure sold. Construction complete. Unit under attack. Building. Training.
Keep them coming. We hear you.
Structure sold.
Reload, reload. Missile squad ready for
Typhoon
combat.
exposure detected. Construction complete. Building.
Keep your weapon ready. Missile squad ready for combat.
We have contact, sir.
Missile squad
Construction
ready for
complete.
combat.
Building.
Ready here. Loaded and ready. Missile squad ready for combat.
Structure sold. Building.
Keep them coming.
Oh my god, you really need the zone trooper upgrade, man. They are so weak without it. Damage wise, I mean armor wise. I got a lot of value from those two hero zones. They
Exposure detected.
two heroic zone troopers died versus one freaking tower. You're kidding me.
Targeting enemy. Assault in progress.
Construction complete.
Move out, armored
Right, let's just go back and let this finish the job.
Standing by.
Unit under attack. Construction complete.
Go.
Building. On hold. Cancel. Building. Typhoon exposure
Reload,
detected.
reload. And now.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy
I've
here.
already got one.
Cancelled. Building. Building.
Targeting enemy. Take them out. Reload, reload.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. New construction options.
Trooper squad. We hear you.
Unit under attack.
We have contact, sir. Hit him.
Select
Hit him.
target.
Target there. Commander, ABC, what's the plan?
Construction complete.
Keep your
Unit
weapon ready.
promoted. Tiberium exposure detected. New construction options.
Sandbags.
Ground support. Predator ready for battle.
Get them in your sights.
Heading out. Yes, sir.
Our base is under attack. Construction complete. Select target. Cannot deploy here. New construction options. Training. Unit lost. Unit under attack. Select target. Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Training. Cancel.
Let's get to the front. Ready to roll. Assault in progress. Ready here. Yes, sir. Armor superiority. Getting there. 3-5. Heavy gunship air. Systems engaged. Ground support.
Unit under attack.
Loaded and ready. Let's get to the front. Got the guns. Trooper squad. Let's get over there. Heavy gunship barrel. Systems engaged. Armor
Our
superiority.
base is under attack.
Hammerhead here. Acknowledged. Thug driver here. Let's do it. Troopers in the field. Hammerhead online. Sit tight. Here, want some more?
What?
Unit under attack.
Get over there. Shut this party down. Get him down. Shut this party down. Gunship airplane. Hammerhead down.
Unit lost.
We hear ya. Let's set her up. 10-4 on that.
New construction
Gunship
options.
airplane. We
Building.
got this. Acknowledged. Take that. Systems engaged. Overheat.
Tiberium exposure
Got the
detected.
guns.
Construction complete. Enemy defeated.
3 heroic zone troopers in a singular match. How about that, eh? Those did a lot. It was wow. Those 2 zones from that drop pod. What was the kill count on those? Crazy. There was a lot of dead zone. That was a lot of dead units. And as I thought he was going to go, yeah, he's going to put a hammerhead now. He's going to surely build one. So I summoned in the Bloodhounds in the bottom, expecting this to happen. Hammerhead, but it did not arrive. But that's fine because the APC with the zone troopers inside really did pull through there, and that's fun. I actually enjoyed that.